Howdy guys, welcome back to Cruiserman's Inventions. This is the best 36 pole wiring diagrams that you can get for a washing machine motor, the brushless one, the smart drive washing machine motor. These are 6 of the best wiring diagrams that I've done for all of you guys. And as you can see, that's a stock one. I'm going to get really close soon. That's 12 volt, 24, 36 and 48 volt. These ones here, they're being rewired so that you can either use them as a 12 volt motor, 24 motor, 36 volt motor, 48 volt motor, or as an e-bike motor. If you rewire them again, you can use them even with the stock wire, but if you rewired them with a slightly thicker wire, instead of using the 1mm wire, you use 1.5, you can gain 3 times the speed for what power you're putting into them. And then over here we have a multi one, which is a lot of charges all in the one. So okay guys, and then I'll take you into a little bit more detail about showing you washing machine motor. So I just want you to get a little look at these pictures, okay? So this is a stock one. This is how it's wired, and this is positive, negative earth. I know it's alternating current, but that really does matter which way you put these, as opposed to how you're wiring up plugs to different objects and stuff like that. Plugs themselves have a P written inside when you wire them, so you gotta make sure you wire stuff the right way. So anyway, as you'll see, the red one, it does a loop here, misses 2, and it just keeps going all the way around the whole 36 poles, and then they all do, and then it just gets soldered. The ends of the wires get soldered at the end. Most of you know that, right? It's beginning stages, but it's called a 1x12C, a 1x12C motor. It's been wired in a C configuration. This thing produces, well, it runs off 240 volts, but if spun fast enough as a generator with the magnets on the outside, this thing can produce 330 volts, if not more. So I know this one looks a bit different than the first one. That's because now you're tapping into every 3. You see how this has changed? This is 12 volts, so you're really just switching this thing right around backwards and really tapping into just every 3 poles. And that's why it's 12 intervals of 3. So it becomes a 12 times 1C motor. See? Because there's 12 lots. 12 volt generators. That's what that means inside this one motor of 36 poles. So low voltage, high amperage. I think these motors come stock as about 10 amps or something. And when you do this, you're gaining, each one of these is 10 amps, so you're gaining a whole bunch of amps. Okay, let's go on to the next one, guys. This is 24 volts. And this is called 6 times 2C. Can you see? This is AC current. It isn't DC current until you put it through a bridge rectifier, okay? But this is 24 volts. You see how now 2 of them, 2 lots of the 3 coils, and then they're tied off at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how they all come down and they tie in. That's how you can make them all work together. Yeah, so that's 2 lots of 3 joined in. That's where that 2 comes in. So 6 lots of that. And that one, let's go to the next one. This one is called a 4 times 3C. It's 36 volts. Once again, it's AC, but you'll see that there's 3 lots of 3 phases tied into each other, and you can only get 4 in the whole 36 pole range. Of course, you can use this for the 42 pole range. This ain't the 42 pole one. This is the 36 pole one. But you can use these wiring diagrams for the 42 pole as well. You just end up with another 6 poles. So that's the 36 volt one, guys. These are really good as chargers with the stock wire because they have high ohmage. When you change it for thicker wire, the ohmage comes down, which means it's not so good as for a generator no more, but it's better for an e-bike motor because it becomes 3 times more efficient. This is 3 times 4C at 48 volts. If you notice, it's 4 groups of 3 and then tied off, and you can fit 1, 2, 3 of these within the 36 poles. Pretty cool. Of course, when you use a bridge rectifier on these guys, you're going to get a different result because it's going to be DC power. It's not far off what you're looking at on your meter. So this is the last one. This is a multi AC voltage charger, but you know, it could be a DC one too. You just got to put the bridge rectifier on 2 of the pins or 3 of the pins. But you'll see in this one here, we've got 12 volts, 24 volts, around here 36 volts, and if you come to 48 volts, you can either have a 48 volt charger or tie it into the next lot as a 60 volt or 72, because there's 6 poles remaining out of the 36. You see that? So that's because it's singles like this. It's called a 1 times 1C with a 12 volt one, because it's just a single generator. And then the other one is a 1 times 2C, because there's 2 lots of 3, and that's only one of them. So it's a 1 times 2C, and then so on and so on. Using stock wire for this one is the best option. Cool, we're at 7 minutes. Let's go down to... I spent a long time, guys, making up this tracing desk and stuff to get all of the stuff done for you guys. And what we actually have over here is my generator. But I'm not going to show you anything working on here yet, but what I'm going to show you is some of the ones that I've tested out, which you can see on my channel as e-bike motors. Now this one here actually has the 1.5, it's really thick, it's the same stuff they use in alternators. And this one here is 2 times 6C, that's 6 lots, it's basically in half, basically, yeah. So one half is a motor and the other half is a motor. And this one here, it can handle a lot of power. It can handle close to 100 volts. And there's another one over here. Oh, the ohmage of this year was 5 to 6 ohms. And this one here, which is another way of doing an e-bike motor, with about 18 strands of single 1mm wire wrapped around here 28 times per pole. This one is the... I'm just trying to work out what one this is, guys. Where does it tap off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12... Okay, this is in 3. So this must be a 48 volt? 3 times 4? 48 volt. And this one here can also handle quite a lot too. Yeah, I think there's only 28 wraps around here. 25, 28 wraps. It needs a little bit more. This is copper wire. This is copper wire. It's shellacked as well. And that's one thing you don't want to wreck, is all that lovely shellac seal on that, because as soon as these wires hit each other, that's when you have phase problems. So let's go into the outer size magnets. This was one of my first ones. This has got some C-type magnets in it, and if you look to the next one, this is the ones that I've been using mainly as the separate ones. North, south, all the way around. But these ones here, they have north here and they have south here, so they're actually 2 magnets within the one. And yeah, I just added that onto another one in my first experiments because I just wanted to see what they produce, and it is close to the same. Which one would I go for? I think I'll go for those ones. And then a new thing coming up, guys, and another video that's coming up soon is the new 1800 watt 40 amp bucks converter, right? Power goes in here. This little screw here is its drop off point, so you can control the volts drop off point. Come around here. This is the out. It has a fan in here, handles up to 40 amps of input current. Well, this is, yeah, input current. So yeah, you can control the cutoff volts on the battery that's going in, control the amperage that's going out, and also if you had a 12 volt battery over here, you can get pretty close up to 60 volts coming out of here if you want that screw up, I think it is, but we will get there in another video. So the max voltage is on these capacitors is 63 at 470 UF. That's in, so that's max. 60 in, as low as 12, and then out they have hundreds, so you gain up to 100 out just straight away of 60, you know, but that's its max. Don't push it over that because you'll blow it. So yeah, pretty cool guys. That's coming up as well. You can get these on Amazon and stuff for you know, 40 bucks or whatever. Pretty well worth it, and I'm going to put that to the test, maybe do some tests on the e-bikes and stuff as well guys. So, oh, this is stock wire, this is the 12 volt one, so I can show you stuff on that with this hooked up in another video coming up guys, but this video was all about the wiring diagrams guys. So cool guys, thank yous all for watching, and I'll see yous again in another video coming up soon. Thank yous all for subscribing guys. That's how yous are going to get all the latest and greatest info on all the stuff that I've done for yous. So cool guys, Cruiser Man out. Thanks for watching.